So they say it takes 21 days to form a habit. And at this point, on day 21, it's like now it's just a part of my day to day life. I just already adopted it as something that I do. I have my alarm set, the alarm goes off. I share it with those who I've invited to make sure that they get their trade so they can continue to compound. I make my trade as well. I wait a certain amount of time, check, see for the profits, and it's growing. So on this day, I was at $9.19 up in profit. And it just became a part of my day to day. Now, some of the people, the thing that they have said before joining, it was just like, well, I just got to make sure I had the time. Listen, it takes about 30 seconds to do the trade. Do you want your money to compound or not? When they think about it that way and they realize that every day you compound, you position your future to be brighter than your present, they're like, okay, I just do what I got to do. A buddy of mine, he's been in for over a week now, and he was in the middle of doing like an employee appreciation at his job where they were serving food to some of the employees, and he's like one of the supervisors or managers there, and he was like, he made sure he still got his trade in. I was like, I could just see you now slide to the side, making sure you got your copy and paste trade in, and then get back to work. So you do what you got to do because you understand that every day is an opportunity to compound. So it doesn't take that long, literally about 30 seconds to do your copy and paste trade. You check to see if it took. You'll see that it's pending. Once you see pending, it's hands-free from there. Twice a day. Unless you qualify for some additional trades, that's a whole nother thing. But at least twice a day, you have 2 trades that you can take and take advantage of that allows your money to compound. And that $500 was on track to being $25,000 by the end of the year. And it's just March right now. At the time, it was February. So it was on track to being that by the end of the year. But since I was moving at a faster pace, it's on track to be a lot more. And I'm going to show that in the beginning. And if you're thinking, I just want to wait for the perfect time, listen, I'm already 21 days ahead of you. And that was at the time of this recording. Right now, I'm actually on day 43. So at the time of the recording or the time of the screenshot, I was on day 21. So I was 21 days ahead of you then. Now I'm actually 43 days. And this is not a comparison to me or you think, but you got to understand that the math doesn't wait. The math does not wait. Every day that you do not have your money growing on a day-to-day basis is a day that you're missing out on the opportunity. Because the time is going to pass regardless. It's going to be April soon enough regardless. It's going to be May soon enough regardless. June, December. It's going to be 2027 soon enough regardless. And the question is, did you put yourself in a position to take advantage of the potential that can come from this? And I say potential because nothing is guaranteed. Everything has risk. But if the upside is greater, then by all means, that's something you want to take advantage of. And due to the fact that this has a strong upside in comparison to anything else you may be doing, this is something you might not want to take lightly. And then if you want to view it from a certain angle, you can say, listen, okay, let me at least put my money in here, double the money. And if the money and when the money doubles, I can take out my initial investment and I'm playing with house money. See, I've gone way beyond at the time of this recording to doubling my money. It's quadrupled, and now I'm going to take out just because I want to be a practitioner of what I've said, meaning that I said, okay, when the money runs up and I'm able to take at least the profits or at least the initial investment, I'm going to do it, but now I'm going to take out more than the initial investment just so I can show and prove to people, listen, it's real. I've taken out. Now I know it's real because I know people who I know personally and trust personally who have taken lumps out. Like I've seen people take 1,000 out, 5,000 out, 13,000 out, 10,000 out. Seen a guy take out 90,000. So I know that it's real and people are actually taking out way more than they put in. So that is already concrete and solidified with me. However, I need to be a practitioner as well, so that way that people understand, okay, he actually took out, because for some people, I'm the person that they know personally. They don't know these other people that I'm talking about personally, but they know me. And if I do it, it's like, okay, now he's taking it out. I can trust it a little bit more. So I will take out based on that. But day 21 is just now, just solidifying the habit. It's a part of the day-to-day. I'm not constantly having to check and hover over and look at charts and all of that, but I'm constantly making sure that when the timer go off, hey, yeah, I got to do. It's to the point now my boy's like, you got to trade, Dad. You got to trade. They already know because it's become a habit now. It's become become a habit, and that'll be the same thing for you. It's been times where I was driving and I was like, hold on, I'm at a good stopping point. Let me pull over right here real quick and, this parking lot and get my trade in real quick. You have a 30-minute window to get the trade, but you just don't want to miss that opportunity. So this is just the habitual phase. This is just at the phase of the habit. Now, I do want to show you what the money could grow to based on where it's at now if I kept it at that and it just continues to grow at 1.2%. So I put a date on it and then see what it can grow into over the next 120 days, to 300 days, give or take, just to see. But develop the habit and understand that the math does not wait. Every day is an opportunity. Every day is a chance to tap in. And look, this is just me documenting. This is me not trying to convince or sell anything, but I'm just letting you know that it has become a habit. It's part of my normal day to day. And now I'm just looking at it from an angle of, I know this can help a lot of people, and I'm just sharing it with those who are interested in listening. If that's you, then you know what to do. So do what you know. Links below. But check out the math for what this can grow into if I decide to let that amount run to the end of the year. So let's just say I took the $743.89 that's currently in the account based on day 21 and just let it run at 1.2% rate of return for the next 300 days. And the reason why I did 300 days is because that screenshot is from the month of February. 300 days will take us to the end of the year because February, 2 months in, got 10 months left. Let's just simple math. The next 300 days compounded at 1.2%. Include all days of the week? Yes, because it's trading based on crypto, and crypto runs 7 days a week. So that's a beautiful thing. It's not like the 5-day-a-week stock market that has a 9 to 5 time frame and is off on holidays and weekends. It's not that. This runs every day, so it gives your money the ability to grow every day. So let's hit calculate and see what it would look like at the end of the year. So initially, I said it was going to be on track for 25,000. Now we're ahead of schedule, and it's on track for $26,647, all from a $500 investment. So that's very key because most of the time people don't have an amount they put. Just imagine, understand this. A lot of times people get a tax refund and they talk about all the things they're going to do. And their tax refund may be, let's just say on the high end, 10,000, on the low end, 2,000, for those who get refunds. And they say they're going to do wise things. How do I know? I've done it. We say we're going to do wise things and didn't necessarily do those things. Or we know where some of it went, but dang, where did the rest go? I've done it. So I know. And when other people do it, I understand that their intent is to grow their money. Imagine they just say, you know what, let me take 500 and just put it in this. Put it in this. And now that 500 has the potential to be 25,000 plus by the end of the year. How powerful would that be going into the following year with more than what your tax refund is about to be? Just something to think about. Just something to think about. Or any excess money that you have. How powerful would that be to see that grow? So again, I'm just documenting the journey, just sharing what it is that I'm seeing and witnessing for myself and the power that it could potentially have for those who take advantage of it. Not trying to overhype you, oversell you, or anything like that, because I believe in it from a newfound level now as I continue to progress in it. But now it's more about helping others and documenting the journey so that people can gain confidence in seeing that this is a real person showing this day to day, sharing the ups and downs, what happens if a loss is taken, all of those things. Any questions that you have below, feel free to drop it. But if you want to get started, it's a link down below. And if you're already a part of BG Wealth, it's a link that you can use to tap into the system that can help you grow as well. Mr. Smith, signing out. Salute.